Welcome everyone to our Work It Wednesday call. This is our second call of the month. If you have not noticed, we do have the calls pinned at the top of each team page with the topics. Today it is going to be on recruiting or sponsoring tips, however you would like to word that. I also started using partnering. So whichever floats your boat. So I hope that you take some good tips from here. If you have any questions at any time, if you are watching the recording, just reach out to us. If you are here on live, just any questions or any tips that you would like to share with us throughout the call, go ahead and use the chat here. Did you have any news, Jessica?
Yeah, so I just went and pulled some of the news from the news tab. And so I'll just say this really quickly. So first off, there's supposed to be some new Scentsy swag that's coming out. There's supposed to be some new Scentsy swag that's coming out for limited time only. I did see one of the shirts. I thought it was super cute. August 8th through the 15th, and it's only like while supplies last, so make sure that you go look at those if you want some Scentsy swag. I feel like so many people don't know about this, and if you don't and you are in a spot or position that you want to make healthier exercising choices, Scentsy has a whole wellness piece to it. So make sure that you go and check the step-by-step challenges. There's some every month. And the only thing that reminded me of this is because the winners were announced for July on the news tab. So they do like, I don't know how many winners every month. There's more than one. There's a couple, and they do like gift cards or things like that. So check the wellness tab out on your workstation. Promotion kits are still coming in hot. There's a lot of people that are taking advantage of the $99 kit with all of the extras. There's a lot of people that are buying the reinstatement kits. There's a lot of people buying the reinstatement kits after coming back for free. So make sure that you are taking advantage of sharing those things with your hosts, your customers, possible new team members, and your reinstates or anybody that's ever joined Scentsy before and they want to come back. Make sure what I would do if you don't already have them is go into the news tab, into the marketing tab, and save those pictures of the reinstatement kit and the actual $99 kit so that you're able to quickly send those to someone if someone asks about joining or someone asks about coming back. Keep those in your little arsenal of arsenal toolkit. Another thing, I have a new team member that asked me about this, and I think that this is something we haven't really been able to talk to you about. We were going to talk about it at our team meeting, at our recap, but there was so much. So this is definitely, I think, us leaders may go back and look at how to incorporate this into a full-blown training itself, but the art of fragrance training is now available on the workstation. So Lucy and myself took this training many years ago. It wasn't called the art of fragrance. It was called like Fragrance 101. And we did it way back when I think we were like directors at maybe a boot camp or something at home office. But basically, guys, if you don't know, and a lot of people don't know, a lot of consultants don't know, our fragrances are made specifically with base notes, mid notes, and top notes. And there's a reason for each one of them. And the cool thing about this training is that it shows you how those are made, why they use certain scents with certain things. They tell you how each layer of the scent is activated, because the top layer, just to throw that out there, sometimes if you see, I rub my bars, so the friction of the heat when it's warming, makes those top notes come out, which can make the scent smell a little different to everybody. So make sure that if you're really trying to like be like, I can really help my customer with this fragrance, then that's becoming a fragrance specialist and really learning the art of fragrance and how Scentsy makes their fragrances. So I just wanted to share that because one of my team members said, okay, I got this new kit today. It's kind of overwhelming. Like, how do I use the art of fragrance? So if you have new team members, you need to be able to tell them that on that box, there's a QR code you can scan and it will go to that training in the workstation. But that is all my news.
As you find me signing up for the wellness, I just signed up.
See?
So yeah, I've been in a funk for the last couple of days, and yeah, so I'm like, okay, let me do this. Let me put this challenge on myself. So yeah, so recruiting tips. I just got a message right now as well. This girl said, sign me up. And if you are friends with me on Facebook, you'll see a post that I just posted. I guess we're going into our topic, you guys. Sorry. I'm sorry, you guys. So I just seen another consultant share in our Director and Above page this post. I just changed the wording a little bit because she had shared her story and then shared that she had bought a mini. When she joined, she had purchased a mini kit. So I'm guessing she purchased like once upon a time we had a kit for $25 for that join month special. So she posted this post that I posted on my page, and I used the picture that Jessica and our superstar director Heather and our Scentsy sister Monica at SFR, we had took this picture because at SFR they have all these little rooms where you could go and you take pictures. We have so much pictures for content. That's another reason why you should attend Scentsy events. So I just changed the wording up a little bit and used it and posted it, and I just got a new recruit on that. So basically it's sharing about the little to nothing out of pocket, and we all know that's the host exclusive kit, right? So I do have a party open right now. I had some orders today. My goal was to sell 200 in PRV today. So that makes that party way over 200 in PRV. So I have host rewards. So what I'm going to do is give her this kit. Actually, it's going to be less the amount. It's normally $59 that you could use, but you could use as much as you have in your host rewards. So I even messaged her and said, look, I feel like blessing you. And she's like, sign me up. So that's just a recruiting tip. So again, if you are my friend on Facebook, go check out the post. I challenge you to copy paste. If you want to change it up, go ahead. And then put a selfie of you if you have pictures with you with some Scentsy products. My number one tip right now, sorry if it's kind of dark, is be consistent. Since we've known about this awesome joint opportunity this month with the huge kit and the reinstatement kit that they could purchase and the host exclusive kit, everything that comes in it this month is amazing. I could say that I could speak for myself and Jessica and Marissa and some other leaders on here that know about that and has been paying attention of what's going on in our joint opportunity kits, being consistent at sharing those kits or sharing the opportunity every day. We've been doing it since like the 31st of July. So be consistent at sharing the opportunity. I would say that would be the first thing you want to do, is the first and last thing when closing a party or thank you, Cynthia, or closing an order like a party, or just talking to your favorite customer. Your favorite customer is always your number one to be a new team member. Today, I had to join a conversation one-on-one that I had not had in a very long time. So I'm going to practice and implement being consistent as on joining conversations face to face, if wherever I'm at, or whoever I'm around, who I know love Scentsy, right? And if they don't, then guess what? They are, because if they don't have an experience Scentsy, I'm going to be able to share that experience of letting them borrow a Scentsy warmer, you know, like making them fall in love with the products, just like we all do. Like a lot of us, I mean, we all love the products. If not, we wouldn't be, you know, selling them and sharing them. So I want to be consistent as on face to face, but being consistent at sharing on your stories and your social media, sharing the opportunity. Having at least, another recruiting tip is having at least 30 conversations like a week, because we are in like a incentive period. That number is higher. If you are not working towards this incentive period and you are just focused on, you know, growing your team here and there, I would say you could put that number low. But here in this team, and what we train you guys to do is go beyond. So if you want to earn this incentive trip, I would say have a goal of at least having 30 conversations a week, being consistent with that. And another tip that I had is write down your ideal team list. Like, who do you just wish would be on your team? Like, who do you know that is a rock star out there? Who do you know that is a boss like you, or even better? Who do you know that just is, I mean, like, I always underestimated, like, I felt intimidated to share, like, to nurses or to doctors, or, you know, anyone that I knew that had a degree, or had their already their successful life or their dream job, and, you know, their career. I've always was intimidated to share that, but we have so many nurses in the Scentsy community that have even left nursing, and Scentsy has taken over and is their full-time income. So don't underestimate that. Don't let that, their title of that success, intimidate you, because you never know. They want to be at home with their families. They want that freedom. They want to be able to make their own hours, but the nursing job is just the career that they went into maybe right after school, and that's what's paying the bills, right? But if a Scentsy paycheck could take over that, come on, and they could earn free trips. Again, there's so many nurses that are retired in Scentsy, and they're young and they are on fire. So just write down your ideal list, and, you know, change it up, add people as you go, and add those to your 30 conversations a week. You know, start planting those seeds. Today, I on that one-on-one that I had, this customer ordered, I don't know why my iPad is doing that. I'm so sorry. A diffuser and 3 oils. And I was like, I have not sold a diffuser in so long. And I was kind of like feeling bad to sell her this diffuser, right? So I didn't tell her that. I was like, let me share the kit that we have in this awesome opportunity, and let me tell you that you could get paid for your own purchases, right? I was trying to share with her this kit that we have. I even tried to give her the host exclusive kit. She's like, no. I just want to be your customer. I mean, she's been ordering, I'm not going to lie to you guys, about 3 times a month. I've just met her 4 months ago, and she's already ordered. This order today was her 3rd one this month. And she has a Scentsy club. Like, she is in love with the products. She actually works in the building that I work at, and she goes into my office every day. And I was like, I felt so bad that I had not offered the opportunity to her. And so I shared it with her, and she's like, no, I just want to be your customer. And, I'm loving all the Scentsy things. And I just want to be your customer right now. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, I respect that. Right. So I took her order, but I know that I planted a seed inside her. Like, I know that for now on, because that's what happened to me, she's going to be seeing different signs. Like, in the name of Jesus, I'm claiming that, because I know that she would work this business and be so good at it because she loves the product that much. And she's a boss. So I know I planted that seed in her. So plant those seeds, write your list down. No may be no right now, but does not mean no forever. And I'll let Jessica share some, because I have a couple, but I don't want to steal from what she may share with you guys.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go really fast because I want to still keep it in time. But this is like my favorite training topic. Like, this is, I mean, I love sales. I love, obviously selling to my customers, but it has been a minute since we've done a training on sponsoring. And when I started getting in my zone earlier, like trying to prep for the training, I'm like, bro, I was like excited. So I'm going to preface with, and I'm going to go through them fast. I got 7 tips for you guys, but I'm going to preface with this. Why recruit or sponsor? Same word, right? We try to get away from the recruit part because I feel like it's like recruit. But like the sponsoring seems more soft. Trying to be in the soft air is more like you're helping somebody, right? So why sponsor? Okay, so I actually went and looked. I didn't look up my highest, but I kind of think I know more or less. But I did look up my very first paycheck. My very first paycheck when I joined Scentsy back in April of 2011, income disclosure. My very first Scentsy check I got was $345. That was my very first Scentsy check, right? My highest Scentsy check to date was about $5,800, okay? The first one was me by myself. I didn't have no team because I was brand new. It was my first Scentsy paycheck. The other one was, the highest one was when I hit Star Director. It was a little bit after that, but when I hit Star Director, okay? And that was because I grew a team wide. I grew and sponsored a lot of people, okay? Now I'm going to give you sponsoring tips, but I think with sponsoring, you got to kind of know why you're sponsoring, because if you don't know why, you really don't push to do it, right? I'm going to tell you, it's the easiest way to leverage your paycheck. You are one. Okay, so let me see if I can remember the way they say this quote. And these are the quotes that stick with me forever is, do you want to continue doing and getting paid off of the work of one, which is just you, right? Because you can only sell so much, right? To get a $6,000 paycheck. You can only sell so much, right? Or would you rather have or get paid off of the efforts of 100 people? You know what I'm saying? Think about that. It may be smaller percentages, but you got an army, right? You got 100 opposed to you yourself. There's no comparison. Which one would you rather have? And that's the thing with our business, is that you leverage the most as your team. I mean, I could tell you, Lucy and my check every single month, what we sell is minute compared to what we get for our team bonus. So just, that's the why, right? And I truly believe that the foundation of sponsoring, when you get really good at sponsoring, it comes with knowing who you are, knowing why you love Scentsy, and authentically connecting with people, right? It's not fake. Don't go post like just a picture because you see the kit and that's it. No verbiage, no wording, no anything. You got to be yourself. And I'm going to tell you, there may be some new people on here, right? And maybe you might say, I don't have a story. Yes, you don't. Neither one of us did when we joined back in 2010 and 2011. But you know what we did? We connected to these trainings. We learned, we listened from people. I remember the first training I got on, which was our upline, Becca Levi. And when I tell you, she said that they were making $15,000 to $20,000 a month, it stopped me in my tracks. I didn't have a story, but I just heard this woman's story that literally made me almost want to drop to my knees. Like, what? Selling candles? Because at that time, that's what I still called it. Candles? Like, what? So you may not have a story now, but your upline that are here do. If you connect to these calls, you'll hear those stories. You'll know them. And then when the time comes, you can interject those stories with your new team members. And then eventually you're going to have your own story. Okay. But you have to be authentically you. So my first tip is you got to fix your mindset. Take the outcome out and just ask. It's all in the numbers. And I hate to say that because I don't think that each one of you is a number, but it is in the numbers. Change your mindset to I'm a bother. I'm not a bother, I'm a blessing, right? So many people get caught up into, oh, I don't want to ask because I feel like, I'm bothering them. No, you're being selfish by not sharing this opportunity with them. You don't know what that other person might be needing right now. You don't know the money that could put food on the table for their kids. You don't know the money that could possibly put food, money they need to go enroll their kids and get school clothes, right? You don't know what money could possibly bless somebody that could, that maybe wants to put their kids in extracurricular activities and they can't. You have no idea someone else's pockets. So don't take it as you're a bother. Take it as, you know what? I got something real good, even though maybe you're new and you don't know about it, but my director told me that it's something real, possibly good. So let me share this because you don't know the blessing that you could be to somebody else, okay? And you got to fix your mindset. This is one thing, again, as you go over so many years and you're in so many trainings, you hear little golden nuggets, right? And these golden nuggets, when we tell you that's a golden nugget, you're going to go through it and experience it through your journey. It's a golden nugget. A golden nugget is, this is the way you have to have your mindset when it comes to recruiting. Okay, so you go into a cafe, right? And there's the waitress. Every single table she goes to, she don't know if you drink coffee. She don't know if you like coffee. She don't know if you like Splenda. She don't know if you like 10 sugars. She don't know all that. What she knows is that she's going to ask you if you would like a cup of coffee, right? If you say no, she's going to say, okay, thanks, baby, and keep on moving, right? If you say yes, she's going to fill your cup. So no matter what you do, she's taking the outcome of what your response is out of it. She's just going to pour you the cup or move to the next table. And that's the mindset that you have to have when it comes to recruiting. Do not take it as it's a you thing. Oh, God, she didn't join my team. I'm going to die. Or, oh, my gosh, she didn't join my team. I said something wrong. Oh, my goodness, she didn't join my team. I don't know what I'm doing. Everybody else does. I don't know. It's not about you. It's about them. And if it's not the right time now, maybe later will be. A no is not necessarily a no forever. It's just a no right now. And you keep it moving. You keep asking. The statistics are out of 10 people you ask, one will join. So you got to get used to hearing the word no. You want to hear no. You want to keep on hearing no because eventually you're going to hear yes. But if you don't hear no, it's because you ain't asking. Okay. Number 2, you have to be a good listener and meet them where they are at. It is not about you. It is not about this incentive trip, right? We want to all earn the incentive trip, but it ain't just about us. If you recruit from that mindset, you're going to set yourself up for failure. You have to be a good listener and you have to meet that person where they're at. If you think sponsoring a new team member is going to be every single situation is going to be the same, it's not. You're going to mess yourself up like that. You have to learn to listen to the person, find out what lights them up, what moves them. And at that point is where you interject that. If you see that you've gone on a trip or you've talked about trips that you've seen other consultants earn and they're talking about a vacation, then guess what? Boom, that's the entryway, right? Let them know about the trips. If you're talking to someone and they're telling you, or they're posting on Facebook, does anybody know about a part-time job? Does anybody know how I can make some extra income or work from home? Any of those things people are talking or saying or posting, you got to know, okay, well, this person needs the income part of it, right? And that's where you enter that conversation with. Maybe it's a brand new mom and, you know, she doesn't get much human interaction. She's at home all the time and she needs the community, the outlet. She needs to be around adults, right? Even if it's just maybe one day out of the month. Come in with that conversation, right? You've got to be a good listener and meet that person where they're at. Number 3, just like Lucy said earlier, you got to create a list and think about who needs this, who wants this, and who will be great at it. Okay? Because that's going to cover a lot of people. You cannot be judgmental. And maybe in the beginning, you might be. But eventually, if you become a good sponsor, you're going to understand that there is no limits to who this business can work for, because we've seen lawyers quit their practice, close it, and become millionaires with Scentsy. We have seen vets who are doctors. We've seen, you know, doctors, veterinarians that have literally probably love this more than their job. You know what I'm saying? And you would think, why would someone like that want this business? Because it's not always about the money, right? Money is a driving force, but there's a lot of other things that come along with that. And this business can pay you just like a lawyer and a doctor can. I'm just saying. It is definitely up there and it takes a lot of work and you got to get to the tippity top, but it's possible. Okay. So you have to create a list and think of who needs this, right? So I want you to think about, just like I talked to you right now about who needs it, right? You got to listen. Who needs the community? Who needs the money? Who needs the vacations? Who needs the personal growth? Who just needs an opportunity thrown at them, right? That's what you got to think about, who needs it. Then you got to think about who wants it. That's a whole nother different group of people who are exactly like Lucy just said. It may be no for right now, but that person is going to get tired of Lucy getting the commission for that eventually. And she's going to agree to become a consultant. I can almost 90% bet you that that's going to eventually happen. Maybe not right now, and that's cool. Lucy, you know, did exactly what she was supposed to. She said, no, great. That does not mean no forever. Eventually, she's going to get her own account, I can promise you, especially when they're addicted that much, like usually all of us are, right? So your hosts are the first people that need this opportunity. Who are the people that need it? The people that are always talking about they want a discount, they coupon. Those people are the ones that need it, because not only are they going to get a discount, they're going to get paid just a little bit off of their purchases, right? And then who wants it? You know, who's hungry? You know, a lot of times, this is another group of people that in the beginning I kind of discredited, right? The busy people. The people that have a full-time job and already have a side hustle, the people that are entrepreneurs already, I'm like, why would they want another business, right? Like, dude, I have 3 businesses. Like, it's who I am. It's what I carry on my plate. It's what I do. It's where I thrive. If I had less, I probably wouldn't thrive as much as I can, because that's just me. Those people, they know a lot of people. They rub elbows with a lot of people. They are already in networks, right? So you want those people to come into your circle and become a consultant, right? Okay, so and with that tip, talking about creating a list and thinking about who needs, who wants, and who's great at it, I want you to think about the needs. If you've already been a consultant, think about the needs that it has fulfilled for you. And I want you to post in the comments. There's 13 people of us on. What is the need that Scentsy has filled for you? Maybe it's income. Maybe it's your wax addiction. Like, what is the need that Scentsy has filled for you, monetary or not, throughout this whole time you've been a consultant? I want you to put that in the comments, because I want other people to see those ideas and those things so that they can get a better understanding of, when they're out there recruiting and sponsoring, what is it that they need to look for, right? So that's number 3. Number 4, you must become a great storyteller on and offline. Share every part of your story. For example, why you started. Have you ever gone live, or have you ever made a reel, or have you ever posted a post and said your story of why you joined Scentsy? Why? Does anybody know? Does your sponsor know? Does your director know? You know what I'm saying? Why did you start? What have you done while you've been a consultant here? Like, what are some things that you're excited that you did? Did you reach a certain dollar amount? Did you bring somebody else, your best friend, your mom, your sister, your brother into the business? Are you excited about that? Like, what have you done while you're here? Did you earn an incentive? Have you earned a trip? What have you done while you're here? Where do you want to go? Right? What do you want for the future? Do you want to become a director and be in leadership? Do you want to grow a team? Do you want to, earn an incentive? What is it that you want for the future? That is telling your story from beginning to now to the future, right? And you've got to learn to be a great storyteller, because people don't want to join somebody that just posts a picture of a kid. That is not relatable. They don't know who you are. They can't connect with you, right? You've got to tell your story. You've got to tell your story, and you have to just learn to be a great storyteller. Any of the times you see us, you saw us like magnify our story this past month because we were at SFR, right? So you saw all of the pictures, you saw all of the crazy shenanigans we were doing, the places we were eating, the giveaways we were getting, when we were in and out of the conference, all the picture taking, all of the reels. We shared all that. And guess what? We came back to recruits. It always happens, because when you share your story, people want to be a part of that if you're sharing it well, okay? Number 5. At the end of the day, it's a numbers game, and you have got to open your mouth and ask. If you never ask the question, the answer will always be no. Every 10 people you ask, 1 will join. So get used to hearing no. Do not let that sway you if you hear a no that you want to. There's a book from one of the top network marketing gurus. It's called Go for the No. That book talks about how you've got to condition and train your mind. Like, I want to hear no. I want to hear no. Tell me no, girl, so that eventually I know I'm going to get a yes, right? Number 6, join groups online and offline, but of things that you genuinely are interested in. So many people say that sponsoring is one of the hardest things to do, right? But I feel like you've got to know who you are. You got to know genuinely who you are, what you like, what your hobbies are, right? So I'm just going to throw some ideas out that you can go and join groups, right? So I want this to be a challenge, to go and join 3 groups within tonight and tomorrow. Like, go to your search history up in Facebook, and I want you to tell me a hobby that you like, right? I just recently joined some Disney groups. I just recently joined some fitness groups. I just recently joined some entrepreneurship mindset groups, right? If you're a mom with young toddlers, join a young moms with toddlers group. If you're a Harry Potter fan, there's Harry Potter groups. If you are a specific, people are sending me Zels, a specific character or group, go find those and join those groups. And then you interact with those groups, and then you make friends the same way you would walking out, going into the store, seeing somebody, and you should do that there offline as well. There's this thing called meetup.com, right? It's not no dating site, so chill out. It's not a dating site, but it's called meetup.com. And you can find things that you are passionate about, and it will give you groups in your area that you could go become part of. Some may be free, some may have trainings or you see everything: quilting, little kids, book clubs, bring your toddler along for play dates, like all types of groups like that. But the thing is, when it comes to sales and sponsoring, you've got to be in front of more people to get more people to join your team. That's offline or online, either way. And, so think about, I want you to join 3 groups. If you do that, I want you to go back to the Facebook pages and I want you to post what 3 groups you join. I don't want the groups, right? But like the topics of the interest that you joined. And number 7, you got to make them want your job, right? You got to make them want to be part of this, to belong. You got to be relatable. You got to be replicatable. And you have to be you. At the end of the day, do not try to be somebody that you're not, because people will see right through that. People, I always tell my team members this, people don't join you just because it was you, right? They don't join you just because, every once in a while, you may get somebody that goes to Scentsy.com and, those are those miracle recruits that they go to Scentsy.com and they already know they want to join and they just put their zip code in and your name comes up as the consultant in their area, right? You may get those every so many years, right? But the way you get people to join is they relate to you somehow, they connect to you, they begin to either talk to you in person or they follow you online, they become used to you, they begin knowing you, liking you, then trusting you, and then you put something about Scentsy and they just like, dude, I want to be part of whatever this is she's doing because she looks like she's having a ton of fun. She's been in this for so long. She looks like, it's something that's worth doing. Then they're going to come to you and want to be a part of that instead of you being salesy and always having to like, dude, I couldn't tell you the last time I ever even messaged somebody to join. They literally come to me because of the way I storytell and the way I tell my story. I don't like messaging people like, oh, here's a new kit. You think you want to join? It's $99. No, do not be that person because that is just cringe, as Maddox says. Don't do that. So yeah, that is my 7th tip. Sponsoring is definitely something that I love because at the end of the day, in the beginning, I will say this because it was just a number because I didn't know any better. But I will tell you that the biggest, probably the biggest part of my business that I've loved becoming has been the leadership part. And that is bringing people into the business and helping them, mentoring them, coaching them, showing them the ways so that they make less downfalls than you did throughout your journey, right? So that's sponsoring is my jam. But yes, do you have anything else you see?
No, I will just recap on the storytelling on your why. I think that should be another challenge that we should keep each other accountable and do that this week on your stories or make a video or go live and share your why. I know that everyone is in different seasons of life right now. And if you've been in Scentsy for 3 months to 13 years, in between, your why will change, right? Like once you accomplished the reason why you're doing it at that moment or in that season, when you accomplish that, your why will change. So I just challenge myself and challenge all of you guys if you are down to share your why on your stories this week or go live, because again, someone could just hearing your story, someone could connect and you could be planting that seed in someone that you don't know. Someone's out there waiting for this opportunity. Someone is out there praying for this opportunity to make extra money. And just by them hearing you, that may be what they need to hear. And again, they will message you. But just to kind of go over really quick, be consistent. Don't prejudge people. Don't get intimidated by someone's title, success, or scared of them to say no. You want to get that no so you could get that yes. Have those 30 conversations a week. As Jessica said, every 10 you'll get every 10 no's you'll get one yes. So if you speak to 30 people, guess how many new teamies you'll have? 3 people. So have those conversations. Ask everyone. If you do not open your mouth, no one will know that you have that opportunity for them to offer. Flip your parties, basket parties, Facebook parties, party links. Like, don't be afraid to give that customer what they've worked for. Don't be afraid to make your favorite customer your new teamie. Make sure you share the host exclusive kit with them, and implement Scentsy in your life, in your daily life. How like, my kids don't do this anymore, but like, my kids used to label products. My kids used to stamp my product sheets. Doing those little small storytelling on your social media will, again, just, you may turn on a light bulb in somebody's head. Like, okay, she's doing this with all her kids, I could do it too with all of mine. Or, if you don't have kids to use, nieces and nephews are good actors and they do the job. Or just you and your spouse, or you and your partner, like, just share how Scentsy is working in your daily, and then just share what Scentsy has done for you and what it means to you. So yeah, Scentsy is our lifestyle, and when they see that, it's easier for them. Even busy people, there's not, like, we always get that, oh, I'm too busy, I can't add another thing to my plate. Well, great. I am looking for busy people, because guess what? Busy people get things done. And I know that you will be successful in this business. So just share. Do we have any questions?
I said grandbabies. If you're a teacher, your students.
Yes, use your grandkids in them storytelling.
Like, literally, you'll be so surprised how much kids can do, because, man, I use my kids so much on every incentive trip. I'd come back. When we came back from California, we had them in shirts and we talked about how they love their trip. I mean, I remember getting them to smell the new scents, especially right now. Go live and like get them to smell all the 10 new scents. They really gonna tell your customers how they smell. Maddox gonna be like, ew, dang.
But one time I did that with Precious, and she was like 2 or 3, and every scent she opened smelled like strawberries to her, because that was the only thing that she could say. And I got some orders from it just because they thought she was just too cute. But just just fit it into your lifestyle and your family, and just, you'll get orders from it, but your main thing is you are showing that person that if they live similar to you, that they could do it too. If you have not already, because I seen Yvette had asked if she could purchase a reinstatement kit, that is only for returning consultants. But if you have not already purchased your transition stuffs for next month, starting September 1st, guys, we go into a new catalog. So the spring and summer catalog will be gone. And you need to purchase your marketing materials, or your catalogs, product sheets, showcase brochures, if you want testers, and all the things for fall. They have kits. They have like a scent kit, a warmer kit, laundry kit. What else am I missing? What other kit? Body, and I think that's it. But all those kits are available for you to order. You do get paid PRV for like the product kits, just not like your catalogs and all that, of course not. But the products like those scents and the warmers and the laundry and body kits, you get paid PRV off of that. So Any questions? Yes, only through the workstation. You have to log in through your workstation to purchase those kits because they're only for consultants. Any other questions? I love we were right on time this call.
All right.
Even though recruiting, we could go on and on and on, but we'll break it up. We'll have more recruiting calls because we'll have like recruiting conversations. We'll probably, you know, we'll implement that because again, we're in this incentive trip. We want you guys to go to Hawaii, Bora Bora, or Orlando, whichever one is your goal to go to. And in order to earn a trip, you have to grow your team. It's a must. Well, all right. Until next Wednesday, but I hope to see you guys sharing your whys, and I hope to see you take on Jessica's challenge, the one that she said list some of the groups that you joined. And if any questions, just hit us up. Peace out. Good night.
Good night.